Hello friends, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a video of trying a few new pieces of makeup. I have been really itching to use these. If you are new to my channel, I just had a baby and so I haven't really been, makeup has been, non-existent. But with the new stuff that's been releasing, I've been ordering it and kind of putting it aside so that I can use it. And it's just, when things just kind of, bug you, you're like, oh, I want to use it, but I can't. They're just staring me in the face. Anyways, so if you are a regular, thanks again for sticking it out on my channel. Thank you for all the love on my last video. My heart was so warmed, so touched. Y'all just are the sweetest people. So thank you for that. And for today, of course, there was no way, realistically, I was going to be able to do a dedicated video for each of these products. So we're going to just try it all together. In one video. I've got the Patrick Ta foundation, which in the makeup world is old news now, but you know what? We've got the Patrick Ta foundation. I have got the Makeup by Mario setting powder, which I'm super excited about because if you are a regular on my channel, you know I don't buy Huda anymore and it hurts my heart because that is my favorite setting powder. So I'm hoping maybe this kind of comes close to that. The Makeup by Mario setting spray, which I don't have high hopes that it's going to come near anywhere close to, what did I just say? Tired mind. I don't think it's going to come close to my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. But you know what? We got to try, right? And then you guys, the thing I wait for pretty much every holiday season. Y'all know I'm a sucker for the Danessa Myricks Lightwork palette. I buy these every year. They are my favorite palette. Pretty much of the entire year, and we're gonna put this on the eyes because the joy I got when I opened this bad boy up and I was like, yes, but I can't use it right now. I don't have time. So let's go ahead and put this all on the face together. Let's try it out. You probably have already seen reviews on this stuff. So, this is just going to be a combined, let's chat and put this on my face, see what I think. And, maybe if we share the same skin type, maybe it would be worth your while to check out as well. So just stay tuned. Let's get right into it. So my friends, before I zoom you in so that we can just go ahead and start putting this on the face, I just want to make mention that I will include the links down below. As every other creator does, affiliate links is what you will find down in the description. There are a couple of you that do from time to time purchase based on those links, and I really don't get a lot of traction from that. But every now and then I get an email saying someone purchased from your links, and it warms my heart so much. So if you are looking to purchase any one of these, it really helps out if you purchase through one of the links. It's the tiniest bit of commission, and they don't pay it out until you reach like $25. So it sits there for a while and that's okay. But you know what? That's something I can put towards the next makeup product, eventually, and then bring it to a review for you. So much appreciated if you do use those links. For those who already have, thank you so much. It really means a lot. All right, friends, let's just dive right into this. So I'm going to start obviously with foundation. I've kind of gotten away from doing eyes first. I don't know why, but you know what? We're going to do foundation first. So the Patrick Ta foundation, I think, has a very love-hate relationship with people right now. People are either loving it. I hear, oh, it's gone viral, blah, blah, blah. And then I see people's reviews that are like, I hate this foundation. I expected more. It's too dewy, too glowy. I don't know. Listen, all I know is that when something is predominantly hated, I tend to like it for whatever reason. So let's see. It says, enhance your natural radiance with this luminous medium coverage foundation, lightweight, hydrating, and infused with 3 types of hyaluronic acid plus squalane and fermented kombucha. This formula blends seamlessly and blurs imperfections for a glowy skin-like finish. Directions are to shake well. Apply foundation to moisturized skin with brush or sponge, building to desired coverage. So this bad boy is 1 fluid ounce. That's normal for foundation, and it was expensive. It was $58. That's another reason people are talking about this foundation, but I'm gonna be honest, this bottle is very, very pretty. Feels almost like a luxury brand, to be honest. So it's glass, the cap is just there's detail in this, the little plaque thingy, for lack of a better word, that's on the front of this bottle. It's beautiful. I picked up the shade 10 Neutral. I swatched it when it came in and it looks to be perfect. When there's a wide shade range, I tend to go for the second light, medium, neutral shade. So a lot of y'all share my same skin tone. So I did pick up 10 neutral and I think it's gonna be pretty perfect. So let me go ahead and zoom you in so that we can start putting this on the face together and see what we think. Alrighty, sweet friends. Okay, this is how I do it as far as applying foundation. You know what, let me grab a mirror because if not, this is gonna end up all over my shirt. I've gotten away from putting it on my hand and then dotting it on my face. I literally go in with just a little bit like that, and then I can build if necessary. But with me, I have really found that less is more when it comes to foundation, because by the time I add concealer, powder, all of that, things can tend to look cakey on me. So we can always go back in if need be, but it's harder to take away. So let's just go ahead and, this is just a Morphe brush, Makeup by Ariel, I don't know how you pronounce that, but okay, let's get into it. So again, I have seen very mixed reviews. I tend to love a good hydrating foundation look, like glowy glazed donut look. It's kind of right up my alley. And I tend to not be disappointed by Patrick Ta products. Now, the last time he released like a foundation type product, it was that compact. I still have it in there somewhere. It's the compact that had like the cream foundation in one slot and then the other slot had a setting powder. And I thought that was just okay. That has not been one of my favorite products by the brand. So this is going on really, really nice. Oh, I like this a lot. I don't know if I'd say medium coverage though. Maybe you got to build it for it to be medium coverage. This is going on really, really nicely. Now, I will also tell you, I do not expect this to top my tried and true favorite foundation that has been my favorite. I am going to build a little bit more for really since it released. And that's the Rare Beauty foundation. That has been my favorite. And I tend to always keep a backup on hand just because, ooh, that looks nice. Just because I don't ever want it to be discontinued and then, you know. So I'm going in with a little more down here so I can take it down my neck. This is looking really, really nice. But what I would say though, first impression based on how much I put on, of course, because I didn't put on a lot, but the amount that I put on is typically what I would put with a regular foundation. And it gives me the coverage that I need. I will say what this immediately reminds me of is not necessarily a foundation, but almost like a tinted moisturizer. It's that creamy, emollient, and coverage-wise, I don't feel like it's heavy. So, I mean, I'm sure if you build it up enough, it could tend to look cakey, as with anything. But y'all, this looks really, really nice. It looks even. You can still see my skin peeking through. And I like that. I don't like to just completely cover my face in like a mask. So I really, really like this. Again, I do feel like based on how much I used, I think that's more of like a skin tint or tinted moisturizer. It is more creamy than anything. And I feel like it's more cream than tint. For me, that's perfect. I very much, upon first impression, putting this on for the first time, I really, really like it. Yep, this looks so nice. And for months where skin is a little bit drier, kind of like the winter coming up, this looks good. Okay, I'm happy with that so far, y'all. And then again, you see how this shade kind of matches me perfectly. So again, I know based on prior conversations in years past, some of y'all share my same skin tone. So 10 neutral has worked perfect. So I'm going to keep it simple today, y'all. I didn't want to pull a bunch of products. I'm going to use my Makeup Forever, the HD Skin Essentials face palette. This is in the light/medium, I guess. It doesn't say, but it's either light or light medium. And I actually very much like this palette. And they just released one for holiday. They're so expensive though, but ooh, I really want to get it. Okay, so I love this side of it because I can use these as concealers. I can use this as like bronzer. It's a very multi-use palette, and granted, this is nothing new, but I very, very much, you know, I gotta tell you because I love it. All right, so I'm gonna take, just real quick, I'm gonna take this. I usually mix these two right here for concealer, but I'm gonna just take a little bit. I'm sorry, I usually mix these two. This is the Danessa Myricks concealer brush that's used with her Yummy Skin product. I have not yet used this brush, so we're gonna try it out today. Oh, that's nice, like a little bear claw type of, ooh. I have never used that shade on its own. Now I know why I mix them. Okay, let's go in with a little more. So yeah, if you're traveling, this palette is really, really good because it's compact. It has multiple products in one. You can mix some of these face products over here, what I'm using for concealer, and make a foundation. So it's just, it's nice. If you're traveling light, it's really good. And I like the consistency of the creams. They don't tend to crease and get ugly and gross. A lot of times with this type of product, it's like the quality for me just isn't there. It's like, it's great that it's multi-use and everything, but it's just not, you know, what I'm looking for. No, in this case, Makeup Forever released a really good product that has multi-use and you're not like cutting corners by using it. So quality wise. So this is the Surreal Soft Blur Setting Powder by Makeup by Mario. It's his standard, it's his typical packaging, right? Like the white. I don't think this looks like anything special. Not that that's what he was going for. So I picked up the shade 2, Neutral Light. Just seemed like a given that would be the shade for me. So let's take a peek. I already pulled the little plastic thing off right before starting to film so that I would be ready because, you know, typically it takes me a while. So this is what it looks like right here. There's the little, what is that called? A sifter? Anyways, so it does come out. There's no cap or anything. It comes out up here on the top. There's no cap or anything. So I typically shake and then I start off with what's in the cap. So let's see. I am very, very, I have high hopes for this, you guys. Very high hopes. Okay. So let's go ahead and take some on I'm taking what's on the cap. I added a little more, honestly. So that looks like a lot. Tap off just a little bit. This is a Sephora holiday brush, which Sephora has started releasing the holiday sets, and I'm so excited. So I'm waiting to see what holiday brush set they release for this year because I didn't get one last year. I feel like I'm in the market for one this year. So let's test this bad boy out. The moment of truth. Okay, and I think based on what I've seen as far as like demos, I feel like I see him stamping it on, not necessarily sweeping it, which it's kind of what I do anyways. Oh, wow. Oh, hold on. Hold on, what's happening here? Did I not blend that enough? Stamp that in enough? Okay, there we go. I'm like, why is there excess sitting on my face? I guess I didn't stamp it in well enough. So I don't powder my entire face. I usually do this area right here. Okay, I'm so confused right now. Okay, I feel like maybe I'm seeing stuff because I keep on seeing a circle right here that looks extra matte. And I'm like, did I concentrate all the powder there and that's where it all stayed? But I think that's just the light. Listen, y'all, you can't trust me right now with anything because I'm tired. Your girl's tired. It's I haven't had a normal night's sleep for 10 weeks. All right, let's keep going. So I like to do the sides of my nose, obviously my nose, and this area right here, like where my pores are at. It's actually looking really nice. Now, does it replace my tried and true that I no longer buy? No. I don't know, maybe I'm speaking too soon. You know what's interesting is that it's not like mattifying my skin. Now, granted, that may be the foundation because the foundation is very glowy, so maybe can't be mattified. I don't know. And I'm not looking to mattify. I'm just looking to like set down to kind of like an airbrush type of look. That's actually looking really nice though. No complaints. What do y'all think? Okay. You know what, I do feel like it, okay, I went in kind of with a little bit like of a second layer, and I do feel like now it does look a little more matte than, ooh. Okay. I'm not hating it, I'm just gonna say that. That actually looks kind of pretty. What do y'all think? You can kind of, look, you can kind of see the glow of the foundation still coming through. Now, I'll also tell you, should have prefaced by saying, I'm wearing my Supergoop sunflower lotion sunscreen, whatever it's called. The one I have been using for literally years. And that makes my skin very, very glowy. So I kind of went in with double glow this morning, the sunscreen and the foundation. So, but look, that's actually looking really, really nice. I'm gonna go in now with some bronzer, going into that same Makeup by Mario, Makeup Forever palette. So again, just so much to choose from. This one is what I'm obviously gonna use as a bronzer, but there's a very cool tone shade in here as well that you can use as a contour. Again, just a very well-rounded palette that I just truly enjoy. This is a Smashbox foundation brush that Ulta had a sale on it sometime back. I'm gonna tell you, I think this has become my favorite brush for cream bronzer. It is so good. It's like the perfect amount of density, just without being too much, soft enough but dense enough. And I love it. I have been bringing my bronzer into the tail end of my brow. I got that tip, not years ago, but sometime back from a Jaclyn Hill video. And ever since, it has like been so, it has changed it for me. It just looks so good. It looks so much more natural. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit over here. I'm doing the norm, you guys. Nothing you haven't seen before. So I probably should speed through this, but all right, y'all, so I don't know what I'm gonna do for the eyes, and I kind of don't want to go like too pink just because I don't know if it's gonna clash with what we do. So I've never tried this one before. I think I'm gonna try this one. It's like a berry type of blush, and hope we don't regret this because again, I've never used this shade. I'm not doing, ooh, that is pretty. Ooh, I think I need the holiday one, but I need the hourglass one to drop first, because that's the one I am most looking forward to. For reference, on the Hourglass palettes that are releasing for holiday, I will not be buying the second one. The medium one is the one I want most. I'm gonna customize it on the Hourglass site so that I can get the flower packaging. I don't do evil eye packaging, so that's, I thought that was very bizarre for Christmas packaging. I mean, I guess it's never been Christmas packaging, right? But it just, I don't know, it seems out of the ordinary. I'm not sure what I'm saying, but all in all, I don't care for evil eye anything. So I don't need that. And I would rather just not buy the palette at all than have that in my house, but you can customize on Hourglass's site. And so given I wouldn't buy the deepest one anyway, because it's too deep for me, I'm gonna do that. But I am very much looking forward to, I'll get the first one or the lightest one on the Sephora site. Sorry, I'm like layering 20 times around here. Oh, and I probably went too much. Oh gosh, that's what happens when you don't, oh gosh. Don't do what I'm doing, please. Cause yeah, you end up looking like this. Just take that bronzer brush. I should be using the foundation brush, but it's back there somewhere. So, you know, it all works. Okay, for the moment, I have to go pump. The reality right now of mom life. I'm gonna pump. I will be right back and we'll do the eyes with the Danessa Myricks Lightwork palette. Alrighty, y'all, I'm back. I'm ready to do the eyes. So this is so exciting to me. And honestly, I debated whether I was gonna get it or not, which I know, that's crazy. Not even because of the price, because I had cashed in on purpose. I had cashed in my points for the $100 Rouge Reward gift certificate thing. So I really only paid $28 for this, which I'm very happy about. But the stock photo on Sephora's site makes this look like very jewel tone shades. And I am not a fan of jewel tones. Those deeper type of color shades just don't speak to me. I don't reach for them. So I actually did not jump on this the day it released. I wanted to wait until I saw actual real photos. I saw a couple of reels on Danessa Myricks' socials, but I couldn't tell like how vibrant they were. And so once things started to come out a couple days later, I was like, okay, I don't think this is jewel tone. I'm just going to go for it. And I'm so glad I did. Now, I'm not going to really take you into all the, like, there's so many details to this palette, which you've probably already seen. So it's very hefty, very, very hefty. This little plaque looking thing, and you've probably already seen this. There's a little groove and this comes out. Let's go ahead and peel this off because I need the mirror. But this is a mirror, which is awesome. And I'm not going to do all this just because I feel like I don't have like a little table around me to be able to do this. But, when you open it up, let's go ahead and this came very well packaged. I don't know that there's any chance of it arriving broken for anybody unless the postal service is doing something crazy. But it comes, so you've got your little plastic sleeve. This is what it looks like. So definitely more vibrant than I even anticipated. Each one of these little sections of 6 comes out. It's each kind of like its own little palette. So you can pull it out and obviously it's magnetized. And then that mirror that I just showed you that I pulled out, it's magnetized also. It can cover this. You can stack all 3 if you want to take this on vacation and not have to lug this thing around if you just want to take one, whatever the case. Another thing I did not know, and each one of these pans of product, I think, also come out. Yep, they do. There's little grooves in between. You can just, I'm not going to, but you can just pop these out, mix and match as you please, create your own color story if you're going to travel and you just want to take, you know, a couple from each palette. The other thing I did not know, and I have to credit Morgan Turner because I would not have known this had I not watched her video, but this back part, because it's also, this is not the only magnet, this is also magnetized. Her other palettes, you know, the bronzer palette, that blush palette, I can't remember what even they're called. I have them and I love them. Those little pans come out, you can place them on here and they will stick because they're magnetized. A lot of detail in this. I don't think I will go to that extreme, but so again, not going to share every single detail with you. Outside of that, I'm not going to demo all that. Morgan Turner's video is the one to watch if you want to see all of that. And she will take you through each one of these formula types because there's several formula types in here. There's a couple that are, I think, a little bit more creamy that just amps up the, it just amplifies the color, the potency, what am I trying to say, of the shadow. There's a couple that are kind of straight up toppers. But in years past, when I have reviewed the Lightwork palettes, I have told y'all that the formula feels thick. And those shades, those shadows are so intense. I have never come across anything like it. Now, granted, I haven't used indie brands. I know that's a whole world in and of itself. But I find that the thicker ones tend to be the ones with the most pack a punch. And there's 2 in here that she mentioned are the thicker type. Now, I have not swatched this. I'm in that moment right now where I'm just like so excited that it looks so pretty. I don't even want to touch it. Lastly, it comes with a little pouch, that you can open up. It's like a little pleather pouch, right here. It's one of those that you kind of, put something in here, it ain't going anywhere. So when you stack them, you can put them in here, and that way if you want to travel with it, it's not going to slide out and get broken, all of that good stuff. I will give you a couple of swatches, but I want to go in, I don't even know what I want to go in with. So I'm just grabbing a blending brush. I do know, I can already tell, I can't remember based on Morgan's video, but there are a couple of shades here at the bottom. So like this blue purple one looking here, I think it's blue. And then these 2 right here, this one right here, they look more on the satiny side. I think I'm gonna go in with this one on the crease. Not even gonna tell you what the names are because again, I have a lot happening here, but let's go ahead and grab a blending brush and we're gonna start. Let me bring you in a little bit more. Hey, listen, the complexion, we're looking good. Just, I had to point that out there. Okay, so these are not like straight up matte shades. I forget what they are called, but they, wow, I'm already impressed with how easy that blended. Ooh, that looks nice. Has a different tone on my skin than it does in the pan, which I actually am very happy about. This is a very fall color. It looked a little bit more burgundy brown in the pan. Do you see that corner shade? I don't know. Maybe it's just in my head, but I feel like that is a little bit, I feel like it's a little bit different than in the pan. Ooh, that is nice. I like that a lot. I am, for sake of time, I'm gonna do one eye and then I will do the other eye off camera so that I don't drag this out forever and a day. I'm gonna take a little bit more and I'm gonna bring it around to here just to kind of make a little C shape here. Yep. Listen, I'm gonna go unconventional. Unconventional Michelle. If you are a regular on my channel, you know what that means, and that means I'm not gonna use color today. I don't think, because these pinks are also calling my name, but this one that has been on, okay, do you see that shift? It looks orange. When I'm looking at it from here, it almost looks green. I feel like this kind of duochrome has been done. Do you remember Inglot? Do you remember the brand Inglot? They had a pigment that will always forever stay in my mind because that was the first time I had ever seen something like this. A green shift. It almost reminds me, I hate snakes, but like of an anaconda. So, oh gosh, do we want to use that? Look at the shift. It looks dark and then it looks green. Goodness. Okay, so we've got that, and then let's see. Oh my gosh. This one does feel thinner, I'm gonna say. It does feel a lot thinner. Ooh, and then, okay, hold on. Look, you guys. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to that initial shade, that anaconda shade. That's what we're gonna call it, okay? So I'm gonna just take it on my finger. It is very, very creamy to the touch. It's very thick, so that tells me that it's going to pack such a punch. Yes, this makes me happy. This makes me happy, and I have been kind of down in the dumps lately, so I gladly take this little makeup high. Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. And when I say down in the dumps, I mean if you've been like in the first few postpartum months, the 4th trimester, the infamous 4th trimester, I'm in that stage. So I'm struggling a little bit. Nothing that won't resolve itself. It's just the 4th postpartum, the 4th trimester blues, overwhelming everything, just, you know. So I'm gonna use a little Sephora. This was from a holiday collection a few years back and I love it. I use it so much. So I'm gonna go back into this, right? Okay, so we used this one, right? Yeah. And then we're gonna go into this one, which looks very, ooh, don't go in very hard like I did because you'll put a dip in that real quick. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh. This makes my heart so content. All right, y'all. This is incredible. Incredible. See, look, I know Morgan said this. This is like for somebody who's a little bit more creative. There's a lot going on, and yes, I do get that. But I also kind of beg to differ because for me, so many of these are just a one and done. Just grab one shade and sweep it all over your lid, done. That you don't really have to put thought into it because they are so intense. There's so much happening within one shade that you really don't need more than one just because you want to show that one shade off. So I tend to think that this is also very beginner friendly from that standpoint, just a one and done. But yes, Danessa Myricks is a very artist type of artist. So anyways, that looks absolutely incredible and it looks very fall. I'm going to take a little bit more on the blending brush of that initial shade because I need to kind of like blend all of this together because it was looking a little bit harsh there and that looks so much better. I don't even know that I'm going to go with any on my lower lash line just because, again, so much is happening that I kind of want to give this its moment. I am floored by this palette. Ugh. Out of everything I've tried today, obviously, this is my favorite. Okay, so with that, that's where I'm gonna leave it. That's all I'm gonna do. Again, that's what makes, for me, that's what makes these palettes so awesome. So I am going to do the other eye, do my liner, do my lashes, and I will be back and we'll, as a final step, we'll use the Makeup by Mario setting spray. Okay, you guys, we're on the home stretch for this. So before I spray the setting spray, I mean, listen, it has been well over 3 months since I have used false lashes. So it wasn't that difficult putting them on, but I will say it was a little weird. I don't know. Anyways, but I miss the look of false lashes, so I'm living for it right now. But I wanted to just come up close and just kind of show you the final look. So I added some Urban Decay 24/7 brown liquid liner. I forget what it's called, the shade, but it's, you know which one, the really long, thin one. I love those liners. So I added some of that, added some mascara, put on the lashes. I can't even put into words how much I love this look. Easy, you guys, so easy. Just again, I used 3 shades, but a one and done is so doable with that palette, and it looks like so, maybe not complicated, but there's a lot happening. So this is what this looks like. I love it. This is what makeup dreams are made of. Yeah, I love it. I'm so happy. All right, so one thing to consider is that this is gonna go on and I'm gonna give like I'm gonna have like a first impression of it, but obviously it takes a while to kind of like really lock in. I know that the Charlotte Tilbury is working, one, because it, well, hindsight, because I've used it for so long, it literally feels locked in. Like it almost feels like it just kind of grabs and sets down. And then my true test is always Walt Disney World because of the heat and humidity. And so that one will keep my makeup on from morning till night. And that's important to me because I love taking pictures there. I love, you know, all of that. So who doesn't love a good setting spray? So this one has big shoes to fill. I don't expect it to, but I'm super curious. So let's go ahead and, I don't know if this is a continuous, I realize now on his boxes, he says for tips and tricks, like go to makeupbymario.com. So just says Surreal Skin Soft Setting Spray. And that's really it. So we're gonna try this out. I do remember reading it is supposed to be like setting in your makeup, making it look like, I guess, hydrated, but also kind of locking it in. Ooh, okay. Hate when it, okay, I'm already wearing earrings, whatever. That mister is nice. No smell. And then I'm old school. I don't have the little fan. The little fan that we have is on baby girl strollers. So let me give it a quick second to kind of sit down and dry so I can tell you what it feels like. Okay, so I brought you back in so that you can see what I see. This made my skin super glowy. Now, of course, going back to everything that I have on my face, I've got a glowy sunscreen, a glowy foundation, cream, bronzer, cream blush, but I don't, it wasn't this glowy before I put the spray. So you can see all of that. Do you see all that glow? That kind of wasn't there before. And I mean, it was slightly glowy, but this just amped it up. So I'm okay with that. I love a good glowy look. I think for me, the real test is going to be, does it keep everything on? So right now it does feel a little bit tacky is not the word. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know that it feels like my Charlotte Tilbury. So I am going to have to report back to you on that. Initially, I think it's very, very pretty. It gives my skin such a hydrated look. And the Charlotte Tilbury doesn't do that. I lean on that one for the locked and loaded aspects. This one definitely makes my skin look super glowy, very, very healthy. The only other thing to see is, one, how long that will last, and two, if it's going to make my makeup last. So again, I may have to report back. Alrighty, sweet friends. Well, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. Just an important thing I forgot to put on, lippy. What? Okay, so I threw this on. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Big Lip Plump Gasm, and it's in the light medium. I needed something quick and easy when I realized, how did I forget a lippy? Okay, that being said, real quick, just to walk you through the foundation. I think it's lovely. It is so pretty. I don't know, again, when things are hated, like makeup products, it's kind of like a movie. When everybody hates it, more than likely I'm gonna like it. I don't know why. So the foundation, I really like. It won't replace my Rare Beauty foundation. I don't know that anything ever will, but just, you know, on its own, I like it. It's not super heavy duty. It doesn't look cakey. It lets my skin still peek through. It looks hydrating. It looks dewy. I can set it down with powder and it kind of balances everything out. It's just, the bottle is beautiful. I was very happy with it. I didn't know what I was walking into, given the price tag, given the mixed reviews. Super happy with it. The powder actually is really nice. Now, again, it won't replace my tried and true. I am still on the hunt for a really amazing dupe for the Huda Easy Bake setting powder. I will say my Maybelline Fit Me powder actually has come the closest to that, which blows my mind because it's like $6, $7. But this one is actually very nice, and I will put this one to good use. I'm kind of curious to see how it will play with something like my Rare Beauty foundation. So, but with this one, actually looked really good. It gave the foundation a really good balance. It did set it down, but it didn't mattify it. And again, I think it's just because I had so much glowy stuff on before that, but it gave just a really balanced look. The eyeshadow palette, no words. I know it's hefty price tag, $128. Again, I paid $28 because of that $100 gift certificate or gift reward, whatever. If you have a gift card and you love a good eyeshadow, listen, you don't need any more encouragement from me to go pick that bad boy up. That thing's incredible. Or you can just wait for the sale that's coming in November. The setting spray, actually also really nice. Everything I used today, I really enjoyed, which is wonderful. It did make my skin look extra healthy. Again, remains to be seen if it's gonna lock down this makeup look. I don't know. I like the sprayer. It's very even. It's very easy. It doesn't smell. And which smells don't really bother me, but it made my skin look extra healthy, which I was not expecting. So I'm really happy with everything. I hope something here was helpful for you. Thank you guys so much for sticking it out. I hope you'll consider subscribing if you are new to my channel. If you need encouragement, as y'all know, if you're a regular, I will throw up a Bible verse here on the screen. Not to shove anything down your throat, just in an effort to encourage you. We all need encouragement these days especially, and it is my joy to be able to encourage you. Sometimes I even have trouble encouraging myself, but we need to encourage each other, and there is no better encouragement than Jesus. He is the best encouragement. There is nothing that you could do or say that would ever make me doubt that he just is the most wonderful thing. I have, like, even with my baby and everything that has transpired from her birth, it is more solidified in my mind. And I will do a video on that so that, you know, again, just those of you that are interested, maybe those of you who are, I don't know, going through something similar, whatever. But anyways, all that to say, he loves you so very much. He cares about you. He cares about what you're going through. And why navigate it by yourself when you've got him? You know, you could easily have him to help navigate it with you. All right, friends, I will see you in the next video. I'll try to make it soon. I don't know, but there's a lot of holiday and I'm placing little orders here and there. So I'm excited to put up a video of like those holiday things that I picked up. So stay tuned, more to come. I love each and every one of you, but Jesus loves you so much more. Talk to you in the next one. Bye.